So, hello and welcome back to another playthrough of EU4. We of course are gonna do another playthrough of the Anbennar fantasy mod. And this time it is also once again a clear winner. We do have Sunijalla, the Draconic Crown, as the next nation we're gonna play. So we'll see what that one entices actually. But as always, before we jump into the proper game itself, we're gonna quickly have a rundown of the next nation that I'm gonna play. As always, there will be a straw poll in the description where you can decide on my next playthrough. There will be 5 options. 3 of those will be from the former straw poll, from the last thingy, just to keep things a little bit more interesting. But the 5 nations that we'll have for now is once again gonna be Isagunsa over here, who are gonna fight against the reptiles all around them. That's the only thing that I really know about them. And do I really need to know anything else? Who knows? No, but Isagusa, the other one gonna be Klafanor. A mix between Region Court and Sun Cult. And basically trying to combine them. There's gonna be Vahjevgiiv. Knowledge, pirates, slavery. It feels like every time I describe like the knowledge nations, we will have slaves, slavery, pirates and slavery. Yeah, but Vahjevgiiv will also be a choice. The 2 new nations that we're gonna add to the mix is gonna be Covenblood, the Sword Convent, which is sitting somewhere around here. There they are, forming into Covenblood and being either a bit evil or trying to not be evil, as far as I can recall. And the last one is gonna be another dwarf nation, Argodston. The gem dwarfs trying to shine brightly. But yeah, these 5 nations: Isamgumsa, Vahjevgiiv, Klafanor, Argodston, and Covenblood. I also just realized how close they are all together. Anyway, I guess we will be focused on the middle for here. I mean, I guess it's been a moment. Anyway, like I said before, the straw poll is in the description. But for now, we will do what we want to do. We are gonna try to form the Draconic Crown. And that of course means that we are gonna break the Lake Federation as a member of the Lake Federation. So, to try to form a Draconic Crown, you need to... I mean, there's this nice button here that tells you how this works. I assume it works similarly with the other guys over here. These ones would turn into something else, called trade industry, and so on and so forth. Same thing with the south. And the middle ones are gonna be like the magic guys. But yeah, we want to form the Draconic Crown, Sunijalla. For that, we need to first of all be of this culture here, which you can also look here. I mean, it's a little bit difficult to see, but the Mid-Samic culture. And we need to get the Lake Federation cohesion down to 2. And I feel like the best nation to get this started on is gonna be Vahjevgiiv. For the simple reason that they already have 48 development and they have a vassal. So they're gonna be very powerful in comparison to any other nation here. Alright, but let's jump into the game and see what we can do. And if we're actually gonna achieve what we want to do. I mean, breaking the Lake Federation doesn't sound too difficult. I feel like we can push that down constantly. Of course, it would be easier to do while we are in charge of the Lake Federation. Anyway, there's something to read here. We, the people of the Draconic Lakes, agree to henceforth join together in the Lake Federation to bind our republics closer together for the greater good. Preamble to the Lake Federation found in documents. There's a lot to read. The people of the Draconic Lakes are a relatively young civilization compared to the rest of the world. Originally a group of nomadic tribes, the Kamgunai people first arrived in the lakes in 600 AD BA. 100 years later, more humans would immigrate to the region due to raging hordes of centaurs who fled the Forbidden Plains after Gaston, the second Beastbane, burned down most of the deep woods. The Draconic Lakes consist of plenty of arable land and some of the most fertile soil in the world, allowing it to easily maintain a population of millions of people. However, it wasn't until the day of the Ashen Skies that most of the remaining humans on the mainland migrated to the lakes and established more sedentary lifestyles. The Draconic Lakes are divided into 3 cultures: the Kamgunai, the original settlers of the land, the Mid-Samic, tending to themselves in the fortified cities, and the Tsabatlari, who have begun to dominate the economy. There are also 3 religions in the region, each representing a lake which in turn represents a goddess: Kodave, Ukel, and Enuk. the Tyrant Queen. Long ago, before the day of the Ashen Skies, the lands of the lakes were ruled not by its people, but by tyrants. Kings lived in opulence as the people begged for scraps, lords danced in ballrooms as villages burned to ash, and the robber barons squeezed every last clink of coin. But in the year 274 BA came the beginning to the end. A woman queen and mage rose to power. Her path to the throne was marked by blood and greed. Her wars against the other cities left a wake of destruction and misery across the lands, with spoils looted and captives dragged back to her spires in black. When her ambitions came to light, a desire to achievement with mentality at any cost, the leaders and nobility did not rise to stop her. Instead, the lords sold out their own people, and the mages happily complied for just a chance of her tutelage. What's up with Anbennar and having like these tyrannic like female figures? That feels a little bit odd. Like there seems to be a theme here. Anyway, it was the common man ignited by injustice who united against her. As her armies lost their ground, she unleashed a horde of twisted monstrosities. Their screams were that of the loved and the lost. The city of tyranny from where she ruled was put to the torch. Countless were brought to justice as the pyres were lit and the fires burned bright. Bloodlines ended and magic all but ceased in these lands. Though many claimed innocence, the trust between the magical and mundane had been shattered. But while dynasties could end, magic seemed like an inevitable force, one which would perpetually re-emerge. As the bloodlust subsided, the cracks in our methods began to show. A question pierced through the conscience of all the people of the lakes. Were all mages truly guilty? Could a newborn baby truly bear the burden, the guilt of its forefathers? This question has remained with the people of the Tyrannic Lakes ever since. Alright. The Lake Federation in its infancy only began being formed in 1441. While there were previous precedents of unity such as the Amber Pact, none were as ambitious or as encompassing as the Federation, which attempted to finally end the petty internal squabbles of the lakes. However, this was only due to recent Centaur invasion, which happened to be the largest and most devastating in Tyrannic history. Nicknamed the Great Incursion, the Centaur shamans made use of the harshest winter ever recorded by locking the frozen lakes in place and using them as ice bridges, allowing huge Centaur hordes to invade, wreaking havoc across the south. The Path of Blood finally ended in 1440 with the hunting of the last shamans in 1439. You lead a city-state in the north, the primary supporters of the Lake Federation. With the scars of the previous decades still largely visible in the lands of our southern compatriots and missing men from your fields, the foundation of the Federation is shaky at best. Be aware of any crisis that may come, as many city-states such as Vahjevgiiv seek to expand their own domain for their own greed. What a coincidence! Keep tabs on the Mid-Samic city-states or the Federation may well collapse. And still, it's only a matter of time before the Centaurs reorganize and reap a new Path of Blood once more. The Federation awaits your rule. Will you manage to unify the Tyrannic Lakes, or will the city-states burn once more, either by their own hands or under the hooves of the Centaurs? Lovely. Oh, this is gonna be... We're already at 8 minutes, cool. The Tyrannic religions are centered around the 3 lakes that serve the Lake Federation, with each lake representing a goddess. 3 head priests interpret the will of their respective goddesses, with the priests below them serving their respective provinces. The central and biggest lake represents Yukal, the mother of the 2 other goddesses. Characterized by a crown of flowers and blonde hair, she represents the trade goddess. The westmost and smallest lake represents Godiva, the warrior goddess. It is said that she was the one who maintained the strength of her followers when the Centaurs sieged the southern cities. She is always characterized with wearing a steel and chainmail helmet. The eastmost lake represents Enuk, the manufacturing goddess, always wearing a white veil. It is rumored she aids those in need and brings prosperity to the north. Many attribute Gwash Tulu's famous frosted glass to her. Alright, and this is all just, Oh, right, yeah. The city-states of the Lake Federation utilize the unique system unlike anything seen in vanilla EU4. The biggest part of the system... Okay, yeah. Yeah, we don't need to care about that. Actually, we're gonna read through this. The biggest part of the system is the communal mission tree that is shared between the various Tyrannic nations. Other important mechanics are the Federation standing, politics points, and Federation crisis. Every nation within the Federation has the same tree, with missions and teal ending in auto-completion when a nation completes it. Federation standing is used to decide which nation ends up leading the Federation, being decided every 4 years. Standing can be effected once the assembly house is built via missions through spending politics points in the order to use unique diplomatic actions or special actions in the assembly house decision. Politics points is a special currency that can be earned and used throughout the game, mostly to change Federation standings as stated previously. This curiosity is earned over time and through special events as the game progresses. Eventually we'll counter a plethora of Federation crises that will rock the foundation of the Federation, bringing more devastation and infighting into the region. It is up to you how you want to navigate these crises, and is somewhat like the Imperial incidents of the Empire of Anbennar. Keep in mind, however, that these crises can doom the Dronic peoples if they are not watching for outside forces, such as the Centaurs who threaten to invade. Alright. Lots of talk. Okay, the legacy of the Tyrant Queen is one so ingrained into the culture of the lakes that millennia after her death it can still be felt. Fear and cynicism towards mages is rampant, and families do everything in their power to disown their own children. These acts have, among some circles, always been controversial ever since the uprising against the tyrants and the slaughter of the innocent. In recent times, exile has become more common than execution. Many are now sent to the Forbidden Lands, where most die at the hands of the Centaurs. Some instead will make their way to Narkel, which has been transformed into a massive complex build to house suspected mages and the trinkets. Within, an order of elite soldiers keep the peace, the Onyx Guard. As centuries passed, the mage question has waned and waxed in its intensity, and yet it still haunts us even 1.5 millennia after its conception. So we have no major state. Alright. These guys didn't have the thing where they formed into something there, I guess? It's interesting. Interesting indeed. Anyway. Let's take a look at who we are. Vahjevgiiv, the old wolf. Oh, that is a cool-ass name. Okay, we follow Yukel, which was the trade goddess. Punky Pear. Okay, you're in charge. Lovely. And we are like a Lake Federation member, which means that our aggressive expansion is higher. We have trade efficiency, development cost reduction, and we have 2 extra diplomats. We have the Lake Republic as our government reform, which is it gives us advisor cost reduction, goods produced. Our random candidates are a lot more powerful. I mean, I guess for now we are gonna go for Sortition again. Either way, we are also just humans. And nothing special there. We do have a vassal. This little city here. Bazur Gouache Tulu. Alright. We do need rivals, and I think this is gonna be pretty easy. I mean, do I want to turn our Lake Federation leader at the moment as a rival? Because I'm not quite sure how the war works. We also start with tax modifier and infantry compatibility, which is of course always powerful. And I guess we'll get that started. So, Federation cohesion is currently at 3. This doesn't do anything, that just tells us about that. Okay. The cohesion of the Federation is a measurement of how political stable the institution is. At 5 we get power cost reduction. At 4 we can be centralized. At 3 the assembly house can be constructed. At 2 the decision follow our own path becomes available, allowing a state to abandon the Federation should it be powerful enough. And at 1 the Federation shall splinter. Okay. Federation standing. Our standing is, where are we? Normal. Okay. So Kanarek is the current leader. This doesn't even have a description. There are some who have very low standing, and we don't care about those. The war rights. So this one is gonna be difficult because we are having bad relations with the Federation leader will certainly undermine our chances of positive response. Having a spell against them will probably never end in a positive answer. Okay. Unite Lake thingy here. Interesting. What does this do? Lake United. Interesting. Oh, this is for our religion. Interesting. There's something separately here. This is like not a nation forming. This is just giving us a modifier. I see. So getting these war rights is gonna be probably difficult enough. So we can't declare war while already at war, and we can't declare war on another member of the Federation without war rights from the Federation leader, unless we are the Federation leader ourselves. Okay, that's difficult because these fuckers rivaled me. Let's see if we can work on this. Now, one thing that of course will be a bit of a focus. We are gonna try to push towards like Are we gonna get events that make this more difficult? I assume that the events are the places where we can start crippling this stuff. Anyway, we are still not done. I need to pick rivals. I want to pick my... I guess this one is an obvious one. I guess we can pick the Great Storm. I don't want to pick Sokanadek. I want to try to improve relations with them, to be honest. I want war rights. I want to eat my neighbors. I guess it also would make sense to maybe make some allies to begin with. Let's pick some dudes in the south. I hope this doesn't break anything. We do make money. I guess we can also immediately stop that, because we have no way to attack. Or do we? This one doesn't cost me war rights, right? Oh, but you guys are strong, so I guess it makes sense to not immediately risk conflict here. And this costs me money, right? The diplomatic corps? Yeah, it costs 50 crowns. Okay, so we're gonna probably do this first. We're doing that. Let's do... there's a federation crisis. Religion. UCAL, which gives trade efficiency. So, army. I guess we're gonna wait for that. We're gonna also improve relations with our vassal, who's not following our religion, actually. Well, that doesn't matter, to be honest. We, of course, are gonna divert trade as soon as we can. Far more importantly, we have our boys here. I'm currently wondering, does it make sense to immediately push for the massive point gain as these guys? Because I know the Lake Federation does cost a lot of points. But how are we gonna get it back? That's the question, because we're not gonna do much conquest. No, I think we're gonna do this reasonably. Let's first of all do this. I will start with, I guess military probably makes the most sense. Let's get an edge over everyone around us. Right of council, supremacy of the council, all very easy. Otherwise we don't have anything here. Nope. Clergy, oversight. Unity of faith, I guess that makes sense. Religious culture. You know what? Not yet. Oh, the religious diplomats probably makes a lot of sense in this area. Merchants. Patronage of the arts. I'm already feeling my voice slowly but surely dying because of all of the reading. Private trade fleets. Otherwise we don't have anything here. I would take the generous quest rewards. Probably. Just to get that done. Early. Yeah. And then we'll... I think I'm gonna summon a diet, because we don't have anything to do anyway. You want me to convert these guys. We don't really get anything out of that, except the cheap Inquisitor, which is a little bit sad. You want me to have 3 allies? More trade power? Or autonomy? I mean, I guess 3 allies is not the most difficult thing to achieve. We did not lose anything here, no. Yeah, you know what? 3 allies sounds reasonable. I would also immediately... it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be really difficult to get this done. Okay. An edge is an edge, right? I mean, let's actually check something here. Diplo point, admin points. Or trader. Diplo points, admin points. Okay, we don't want to focus then on that. We are gonna actually do this. This of course cost me a bit more, but we are gonna get that money back. Let's also start with our one lightship. Sure, that's a bit odd, but I'll take it. All right, so we need more friends. So let the game quickly tick in. So. Time to make more friends. Right, the conversion. It's doable. We'll do that. More alliances to be made. You. I do want to... Like, the thing is, I still want to keep the centaurs out, obviously. Like, there's no question about that. Let's also pick our ally, the enemy of Sokanarek. Just to make sure that this is alright. There we go. Get a bit more Dibler reputation. Now we need money. Oh, you guys are just fighting each other. Why do I get this information? Fuck off. I don't care. Do I actually go into debt right away to get this? Like, I feel like I should get these things started early, you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna do this. Diplomatic Corps. Or defend our capital, we can also do. This one gives us immediately a castle. That should actually be pretty valuable. You know what? Sure. Like, it doesn't cost me money. Oh no, it costs me 100. Yeah, I think I'll still do this. The ever-present threat of centaur raids or discord within the Federation is necessity is that we devote considerable resources to the fortification of our capital in order to protect it from these threats. I think I'm gonna do that right away. A castle should be substantial. The Federation is still young and fragile. If is to have any hope of long-lasting longevity, we must find ways to improve relations between its disparate members. One such proposal would be a formation of a Federation diplomatic corps that would exist to smooth over tension by facilitating close relations between the cities. Cost me Diplo and some stuff. Reduces the amount of Diplo relations I can have, so I guess we have to remove that. But now we can get these things started. Let's just drop... Actually, we're gonna drop you. Oh, no, wait. I'm gonna drop these guys. So. Now, we do also need to get our army up. Social mobility. That's actually not a nice event to have right away. Not gonna lie, you immediately kick me. Thanks, game. We're gonna start with the trade agreements. I feel like we are very trade focused anyway, so just getting this early, and we do have the trader. Even with the foundation of the Federation, the constituent members are still jealously guarding their trade through stifling tariffs and other prohibitive measures. So long as trade continues to be treated in such zero-sum manner, tension will continue to persist and the Federation will not prosper. We must devote our resources to finding a means to facilitate freer flow of trade within the Federation. Sure. Let's get this early. Yeah, and then we need to wait until this is done. So high trade income we don't need to do anything for. Development of capital we don't need to do anything for. And forbidden, yeah, colonies on the continent we also don't need to do anything for. What we need to do is, okay, we have done this. Let's take away your trade. And I'll be all in this. I mean, I guess trade is still not really that powerful in this area. But it actually has been like 0.3 or something. I like that. We still try to get you back onto a positive note. We'll see if that works. I want war. Like, this is clearly what I want here. There's not a way to describe this. We should outnumber most of you. 24 is this one here. But I do want to get my army up. But the good thing is we do have you as well, which also is gonna give us a little bit of an edge. I guess we're gonna click this when we reach manpower limit. Let's also hope that this is gonna come up soon enough. But we of course are gonna also miss a little bit of money here. But we work on it. Let's enjoy the Lake Federation gameplay. How long did this last? 5 years. Okay, yeah. Like, how are you liking it already, the Lake Federation gameplay? I think it's actually very exciting and breathtaking. I mean, it makes sense to have it this way. Of course, it's a little bit of a different mechanic than the Empire, clearly, but still, we have to wait and sit and do and watch all of these things happen. We nearly have done the conversion, which is going to be very valuable. I wonder if this makes sense. I mean, we still have the Riches Unity and the clergy not being happy. So maybe we'll wait for that. What's this? Are you... Okay, you're not a Lake Federation member. Okay. The cohesion, yes, whatever. I mean, I guess one way to get rid of this is if these guys would have a terrible standing. But at the moment we don't have anything that really does that. We also cannot... we have to wait 5 years. Anyway. No, build a house. I mean, the assembly house wouldn't be too bad. Nobody has even done anything here yet, so I don't care. I need this money to pay back my loans. It's not my job. We're gonna continue with this because we currently have this trader available, and that's just valuable. Oh, and this, okay. Just costs less. You're gonna stay there. There we go. Unity of Faith is out. This is still rolling. But slowly but surely we will give ourselves breathing room. The fort is also done. Lovely. We're gonna get... I mean, we can claim everything here, which is good. I mean, I guess we could pick a weaker enemy. I don't think that any of these guys would be willing to become my vassal right now. just asking. Oh wait, we have you guys, don't we? As well. Maybe I should pick these guys first. Oh, the Grand Archives. Oh, that's spicy. I didn't even check that. Do we have anything? No, we don't. We are not that cool. Damn it. I thought I was cool. I mean, we can just start spreading this around, can't we? The claims. It's not like we need to... I mean, we can also claim this. I feel like we should just claim everything around us. So let's just start building spyware networks. Now we have 40 again here. Yoink. $49, this should switch over and we can do the next step. The problem is we still need to click these. Okay, so they've started building the assembly house. Then we would get the local trade power and diplomat. I mean, this is very powerful. And we would gain a big amount of standing. To be honest, if we were the Federation leader, we would be very open to just do war whenever we wanted. So, why not try to go for that? We also have to kind of accept that all these other things are not gonna get done. We're gonna still re-elect. We don't care about Republican position at the moment. I need points. In every way or shape. You're also 43, so that's alright. Prestige, we're not gonna reach. Trade power. Maybe. We'll see. If we get anywhere near that. So, this is slowly but surely going somewhere. You guys are just having fun, right? Yeah, you're having fun. Not my problem. So we're gonna have to pay 50-50 for the next step. In November, I think it is. I mean, the other thing is the assembly house will exist, probably. I don't think we can break the Federation that quickly for it to not exist. It's a lot crazy here. I mean, the interests are not like super heavy. Yeah, I think November it was, because the game starts in November. Or I guess we did do it a little bit later because we did let the game run. You're not super happy because we had that event? Yes! That's exactly what I wanted to achieve. Hey, Sokanadek! How's it looking? Friends? Buddies? Oh yeah, fuck you, man. No, wait, actually, fuck these guys. So. Now, let's start actually clambering up some army. Because now we could get war rights whenever we wanted. Because I feel like having them as an ally is gonna do this quite heavily. We can do a reform, sure. I will take the... I mean, I know what I'm gonna take. Yeah, I don't think there's anything... I mean, manpower would be interesting, but I feel like we know what we're gonna take. More random candidate bonus. Growth of administration. Depopulation, global trade power, autonomy. None of these are really good for me. I guess we'll take the global trade power. Once again, pushing you guys down. Oh, something out of time. We gladly take that. Oh, 14 days. Give me another dude. There we go. Internal markets. Central to the proposed trade reforms is the creation of a genuine internal market for the free flow of goods within the Federation. This would be done by prohibiting tariffs between the cities and banning other protectionist measures like import quotas. While these proposals will not be popular with all the Federation members, it is necessary to create a more prosperous and equitable economic system. Let's get it started. So, I also happily would take an extra loan just to get things rolling. We still have this here, obviously. This we cannot do. I do need one more dude, right? So we'd be at my 12. So, now we would have full claims on you. You have 3 allies. So we would, I mean, I have the tech advantage. I could get these guys involved, which is funny. Who are your allies? You over here? And you right next to me. Okay. So if we're fast, this should be very easy. Let's wait for the last dude, and then we're gonna just swamp over. We have the tech. I assume that you guys are gonna pick up on that soon as well. But the good thing is we have taken this. We can also finally do this. Let's put a spy network on these guys. These guys actually like me. Well, good for them. I don't like them. Just saying. Like, yeah. Great that you like me. I want to conquer you. Yeah, we do have plenty of relations here. So, we're also gonna end the episode here. So like always, like, subscribe, more shenanigans. I guess you guys next episode. Bye.